What up, Wichita? Welcome to the Wichita Dinner Table. Tonight is Wednesday, July 2nd. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Landmark Commercial Real Estate. Landmark is one of the largest commercial real estate companies in Kansas. They do leasing, sales, development, investment, and property management. Check them out at landmarkrealestate.net. All right, I'm your host, Eddie, and our co-hosts back for tonight are, we got DJ Carbon in the house.
What is good, ICT? How y'all doing?
We have Annette Lawless.
Hello, how we doing here?
We have live from the golf course, Troy Trussell with Live Local.
What's up, Wichita?
And always, last but not least, the Kansas Gastronomist.
I've heard that Troy is a significantly below average golfer.
That is so true. That is very true.
I have actually golfed with Troy before, and we'll
Yep.
leave it at that.
Was that his 3 years ago quota?
Did he
That's
golf?
yeah.
Was it? Do you call it golf or like what?
Mini golf?
I mean, I call what I do golf, and that standard. The bar is very low there, so
Here for it.
yeah.
Every 3 years, right, Troy?
Yeah, I mean, literally the last time I played was when I played with Eddie out here.
That was
Oh,
probably
wow.
was that 3 years ago, something like that? It's been a while.
I think it was about 3 years ago.
So, Troy, what tournament are you playing in, or is it just a random outing?
It's the Midwest Battle Buddies fundraiser today. So,
Ah, that's awesome.
yeah.
I need to look that group. I've never heard of that organization. You said Midwest Battle Bunnies?
Yeah,
Annette apparently knows it.
Midwest Battle Buddies, they help veterans out with dogs. They train dogs and they get them suited up with a vet. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, I have heard of
Yeah.
this. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it on the
Okay.
show.
Yeah, I did. I talked about them on the show once.
I can't remember what I had like last night for dinner, let alone what we discussed 5 episodes ago.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Wow, very cool. Yeah, they've served 43 veterans since 2016. That's like Groundhog's Day in my mind right now. I'm like, I remember reading this and looking it up.
Yep.
Annette,
All right.
have you done a piece on them before?
I have interviewed like Chip Newman and a number of their like organizers with the group, and they just do such wonderful. I mean, you got to think about that. A veteran who's going through post-traumatic stress or who needs just something to, make them feel a little more complete, and that's what that organization does. So we have a lot of great nonprofits in town, but that's one of the top ones I think for what they do for vets. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
That's cool.
All right. What else did you guys do this past week? I know it's a pretty busy weekend. A couple of you guys were over at the Fountains of the Water Walk this
Yep.
weekend.
I missed that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ran
Taco
into
Fest.
Troy. Troy, didn't you judge?
Yeah, we did. We judged Taco Fest. It was me, Nina Munchies, and Plate Envy. We ate 15 tacos, but some of them, they were bringing us 3 different kinds of tacos. So we ate so much. Like it was,
Yum.
it was ridiculous. San Creditas came out on top. They had a al pastor with like pickled red onions and
Yum.
pineapple in there. And it was so good. It was a really good taco.
They're an
So,
excellent
yeah.
little spot over on West Street. I saw El Gusto placed as well.
Yeah, they came in second. They had another banger. It was good.
As a judge emeritus, I feel like it's improper for these taco places to give 2 or 3 different tacos. Like, I think that they ought to say, this is the
The best one.
taco.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
you might
Yeah.
be wrong. There might be preferences, but I mean, it just seems like it's, I don't know, cheating.
Yeah, it's a spray and pray strategy. We'll give you
Well-
everything in hopes that something hits.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, and we were talking with that to Nicolette. She was kind of in charge of it. She was saying, the taco trucks are not following the rules, but whatever. We had a good time anyway. So
But the real winners, the people eating the tacos. So I mean, can't
For
complain.
sure.
I don't
See,
know. I mean, I know like TKG you judged before, or the emeritus, whatever term you used. I call it a prior judge. And after, like, I know one year I did it. I've done it about 3 years, and about 30 tacos. And I don't know if I'm really winning at that point.
Did he just swing without taking a practice swing, and like he didn't even move his shoulders or anything?
He's got priorities. He's
He's
fast playing it.
a
It's
swinger.
it's
That's nice.
Between taco trucks not abiding by the rules and Troy just willy-nilly just throwing his club, like I'm stressed out.
TKG, when you golf, are you that guy that takes like 10 practice swings,
Oh, I'm sure.
stops the ball, looks at it, aims everything, asks his golf partners like, "Hey, am I aimed right? You think?" And then takes
Hell
a
no.
swing.
Do you think I ask other people's advice?
Well, you seem like someone that would take like 10 practice swings.
Once I'm warmed up, I've actually found that I shouldn't take like one if I go to the range or whatever for 15 20 minutes, then no practice swings. But yeah, I mean if I go out cold, I'll do a few practice swings.
So 10.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Okay.
I hit that pin high, by the way, but somebody had a better shot. So just want to let y'all know that.
How many shots have they used of yours in your scramble so far?
0. But I did sink a putt.
I mean, I was going
I
to
did
answer for him, and
I sunk a putt for par though, so
Well, then
Hey.
that's one. That's one.
on the second hole. So if you count that,
That's one.
yeah, that counts as one, which is 100% more than I expected.
Also, this weekend, I ran into TKG over at N&J's, who opened up their new location over on West Central.
I'm excited.
What'd you think of the food, TKG? Is it reminiscent of the original?
It's pretty identical. It's definitely the same menu, though.
Yum.
I always forget how to say his last name. Nick Schrower. Am I saying the last name right? Schrower. Anyway, he's the co-owner of N&J, Nick. And I ran into him there, and he was telling me that they are preparing the dishes a little different, but I didn't eat enough to notice it. But I love their baba ganoush. I know you do too, Eddie.
Yeah.
Those cabbage rolls are really good too.
Oh, the cabbage rolls are excellent. I love the cabbage rolls, the grape leaves, the hummus. I went there. I've been twice
Ooh.
since it's close to my house,
Yeah.
and yeah, we got hummus to go, baba
Yum.
ganoush to go.
Yum.
I'm very happy to have a second location out west.
Yeah.
The cool one about this one is there's also a full bar there, so they had a
Okay.
cocktail. They had a full
Yeah.
list of cocktails there. We tried a what would you call it, TKG? The chocolate, like espresso martini or something along those lines.
That
Ooh.
sounds right. You know how I feel about those types of things.
You love them. You love
Did,
them.
did they bring over any of the market that they have over at the East location? Is there any of that
No,
over there?
right now
No?
it's
Okay.
they're working on adding the patio. There's gonna be an event venue inside that seats like
That's
40
cool.
people.
Yeah.
I think that's missing out west, but they just are getting their bearings going. Right now the walls have some pictures. I'm guessing there'll probably be more artwork inside there, like photographs of the family.
Sure.
Nick's parents. It's yeah. Can't speak high enough of it because it's wonderful. I'll probably
They're
go there
so
again this
great.
week.
Let me know. I'll need to get over there.
You
It's
West
kinda-
We
Siders.
could do some lunch.
It's kind of interesting. Sorry, Eddie, but N&J, the co-owners are Nick and John, brothers. But that's not where the N&J comes from. The N&J comes from their father, and I forget what his name was. It might have been John as well. And then there was a different N that was a partner of his. So it's just kind of interesting how it started N&J for the first initials of the two partners, and then continues as N&J, and it's the same, first initials. Just kind of cool.
Actually, I didn't know that. All right. Also, this weekend, I stopped by a place called C's Place. It is over inside the former Cedar spot over on 13th Street between Oliver and Hillside. 39 of 60 13th Street. That's it. And on Sundays, they have a thing called Soul Food Sunday, where they're doing like oxtails, meatloaf, chicken spaghetti. Very good comfort food, I should say. If you love oxtail, it's some of the best I've had in town. Outside of that, it's like a party there on Sundays. People are like dancing to the music, having drinks. It's 25 plus to enter, by the way. The whole thing is good vibes, no drama, and the food though was definitely an added plus.
25.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So you are yep, you can get in TKG. I mean
I'm that by
you're
a
triple
lot.
that. So
That's an interesting age. So I guess
It's pretty
25
common.
is when
yeah,
you're
I've
like
seen 25
grown
plus
up.
before.
Really? I've never heard 25 plus, but
I don't see it as much around here, but it's pretty common in nightlife. Like they're like, oh, we don't want the rookies, the 21-year-olds that don't
yeah,
know how to have a good time. So
that's
25, there's
smart.
typically some maturity there.
We also
Genius.
have a 25 plus rule in our house. Like you can't have a Sharpie in your hand unless you're 25
Ah,
plus.
you're
Why?
wise.
What?
Why?
I don't want people using Sharpies on my walls, on the floors. I see kids do it. I've seen kids write, crayons on the wall. So
I've been
Doors.
victim. Yep.
Ooh.
yeah. So we just do a 25 plus.
Yeah, my 11-year-old started a mural on his wall this weekend, but he started with pencil and now he got Sharpie. But he asked before he could do it. He actually drew it out on his sketch pad first. I made him do the whole thing on his sketch pad, and now he's doing it on his wall. So he wants to start a YouTube channel doing art stuff, like whatever.
Man, one of the coolest things I've seen with murals now, people are using the Oculus stuff and doing an augmented reality to where it actually
Oh,
projects things. So then they could actually just trace almost the projection. It's a really cool thing. I've seen some murals that are using that. It's really cool.
lastly, on this weekend, over the weekend, we had my daughter's birthday party out. So I want to give a shout out to Princess and Me Kids Spa.
Oh my
They,
gosh, those
I saw that
photos.
video.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it is a mobile spa bus that comes to your house and they lay out the carpet for the kids. And once the kids are inside, it's like pedicures, manicures, mini facials, karaoke in there. It's just kids being kids and letting them have fun, pampering them, and it was cool to watch them. I mean, they're like
Yep.
all like my daughter had friends from like her original daycare, her school, family, and all the kids are interacting with each other. So it taught them to like be social with one another.
That's
They could be
amazing.
creative. I mean, they're all singing karaoke like Taylor Swift and Carly Rae Jepsen in there, and just having a blast. So
It looked great. I'm like, I want an adult version of that, please.
they told me they are working on one potentially.
So cute.
Nice.
I don't know if it's gonna be called Prince or Adult, maybe
The
Queen and
Queen.
Me
Queen. Yeah.
Kid Spa or Adult Spa. Who knows? But I would definitely do it. I mean, I'd hop in. I don't care.
You know what one of my favorite buttons on my phone is? It's the
mute
mute
button.
button.
Mute button.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why is that, TKG?
Oh, just because you can prevent people from hearing things you don't want them to hear.
It's called post production. He can
Yeah.
edit that. He's
That's
good.
our producer handling all that.
That's right.
He's just giving himself more work. It's all right.
Yeah. All right, Carbon. What you
Man,
got?
I had a busy week. I got to go Wednesday. I was back over at Candle Club. I was back at James and Rye on Thursday. I got to say, TKG once in a while is correct, and their old fashioned is just spot on wonderful.
Cool.
So good times over at James and Rye. Friday, I had a 50th birthday that was really interesting. So the wife of the birthday person said, "What are your 50 favorite bands?" to the birthday boy, and my playlist for the entire night was nothing but those bands.
Ah,
So it was
Any
a really fun
bands
challenge.
stick out from that? Like what kind of bands were on there?
So he broke it down into lists. So he had some electronic, like some FK Twigs and things like that. But then it was a lot of 90s grunge, which I was so happy to get
yeah.
into this bag and like really go deep between the Nirvana, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. There was some eclectic stuff. Like it was just a lot. Like it was intense because there's a lot of the stuff that I don't normally DJ. So I was like locked in, but it was a really fun challenge. And
Here
then
it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And then, man.
What Soundgarden song was on the list?
So it was no songs. It was
Oh.
just the bands. Then I got to pick. So it gave me some freedom. I definitely played. Black Hole Sun got played. Gosh, I can't. There was a lot, and it was intense. So I don't even remember
Did
every
you play
song.
one song from each band, or like
I played a minimum of one song from every band that was on the list. A minimum of one, but I mean, it was a 5-hour party, so it went for a while, and then And then Saturday, I had a wedding. They got this is my first time there at the elephant enclosure at the Sedgwick County Zoo. So
Oh,
they had a whole
cool.
wedding.
Oh,
My wife was like, "Oh, I'll come help you set up." She came and helped me set up. She like carried a bag up, and then she's overtaking video of the new baby elephants. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, that's what it was." She was like, "I'm just coming to see the babies." But it was a really cool space. It was very hot, but
Yeah.
super cool space to do that. I hadn't gotten to see the baby elephants, so they were out there running around playing in the mud. It was absolutely adorable. And then finished up Saturday night over at Jerry's Bar and Grill on the West Side. So yeah,
Awesome.
full action packed weekend.
awesome. Annette, did you drive or fly to Colorado when you went?
We drove, which
Okay.
was a very daring challenge because when we went, so we left for a full week with our kids, so ages 2, 4, and 8, and we packed up our pickup truck because we wanted to go and like kind of a little bit of rural driving. Like
Mhm.
we went up to the Wichita State plane crash site over. It's west of Denver. It's close to a town called Silver Plume. So crash
Hmm.
took place back in 1970, and on that mountainside you can see like all the debris and stuff. It's like a living memorial. And so we go, like, anytime we're in Denver we always go up there, and I mean it's quite a hike, but we brought our kids up there too. And so it was just like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get, but all the kids were fine. My husband wore one of the kids in a backpack carrier
Mhm.
and she fell asleep on the way up. But everyone did okay, and it was amazing. But I always realize how unfit I am when I go and do that, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like I am not outdoorsy as I should be, but whatever. But it's really neat to see. But so if you ever are able to go there, experience it if you can, because it's just an important part, I think, of our community that we don't want to forget. But we went and did a bunch of other things. We obviously went to Shields last week. That was so much fun meeting that guy out there. Oh my gosh, Gage, thank you so much. It was just so cool. But we went to like a Colorado Rockies game, and we ran into Wichita people there too. It was just constant. Like, I'm like, what is this planet? And I don't know. It's just nice to get away. I mean, for anyone who, we're all busy, right? So to have a vacation, even though as a parent, I don't feel like it's a real vacation when you're on vacation, but you know,
For sure.
so it was good though. We loved it.
That's awesome. All
Yeah.
right. Upcoming events. Carbon, you want to kick us off?
Man, absolutely. So Thursday, first and foremost, okay, before we get to events, this Thursday, my wife is having some very serious back surgery.
Mm.
So, any thoughts, prayers, and sharing all that good stuff, I appreciate any of the positive vibes. So she's going in on Thursday. So the whole household is a little worried, but we know everything's going to be fine. But so the road to recovery will start on Thursday. So,
Mm.
so first and foremost, love that woman, and any thoughts and prayers, golden light, bring all the positive energy this way. It's appreciated. That being said, we have a lot of stuff going on this week still. Thursday, I'm going to be up in Mays for the Light the Sky event. They're doing Singo Bingo, food trucks, fireworks, all that kicks off at 6:30. They're doing a parade on wheels where everyone's welcome to join if they've got anything on wheels, rollerblades, strollers, golf carts, whatever, you name it, come on through. Friday, I'll be over at Crestview for their 4th of July festivities, which is always a blast. And then also on the horizon, you may have seen this, but July 14th through 18th with the Somewhere Music School, I am hosting a DJ camp. So if you've got some littles that want to get down, figure out what's DJing, it's a 1-week camp. Yeah, man. Well, I'll post something down below, and you can check that out. But yeah, the Somewhere Music School, we're going to do a 1-week DJ boot camp for people that don't know anything, or if you know a little bit and want to get a little bit better. But it's targeted towards beginners, so you don't have to have any experience to get started with it. And we've got a few people signed up already and ready for more. So if you've got a little that is curious about that and needs something a little extra to do this summer, Somewhere Music School, come to the DJ boot camp with yours truly.
What
I
age
love
is
it.
that good for, Carbon?
We're looking at 8 to 18, and I also do
Fun.
lessons separately. So if you're looking for something else, I do one-on-ones too. But there's been a lot of interest from older people too. So we may run it back with an older group. But this one specifically is looking at 8 to 18.
And what are the times? Like, how many hours is it per day for this camp?
Man, I got to look at my schedule. I want to say like 10 to 4 each day or
Okay.
something like
wow.
that.
Wow, it's like a
That's a
full.
good
It's like
day.
a day of school.
Yeah, no, it's a full. It's a good chunk. That might be my time, so there might be an extra hour or two in there. But yeah, more than a half day each day. So we're going to do all the things. We'll have equipment up there and kind of let everyone get a chance. And by the time we get out of there, have a little wicca going on. And yeah,
I'm curious about this stuff. Like, it's like, where are you teaching this? Like, are they actually picking the music? Is there like a theme for everything? Or is there a
Dude, he just hits it. He's
hacking.
like,
He's hacking.
bam,
you're at a golf
bam.
tournament? It's a scramble. Just shoot it and don't worry about it. But yeah,
His
at this camp,
body is
how's
not
it work
even-
out?
So I'm creating the curriculum every day, and obviously going by how people understand things, I'm going to adjust on the fly. I'm really good at customizing around what's going on. But we're going to learn the basics about the equipment. We're going to learn a little bit about the history of that, how to do beat matching, how to do scratching, how to read a crowd, and kind of a little bit of everything. So I'm going to start with all the music. If there's specific interest, we'll probably cater and let everybody pick a song so we can learn how to DJ with things that they like as well. But there'll be a variety of kind of cover a little bit of everything.
That's awesome. It's very
That's
cool.
fun. I love it.
All right. Also this week, Thursday, the summer concert series continues on at Bradley Fair at 6 p.m. Rudy Love and the Encore will be playing, and there will be fireworks as well. Then Friday, it's the return of Red, White, and Boom. It's by Evergy. This is Wichita's biggest Independence Day celebration. Downtown at Century 2 at Kennedy Plaza. Stop by for an unforgettable night of fireworks. So I think the show starts at 9:30 p.m. There is a Windsurge game that day, so it'll be after that game. So hopefully, if the game does not go into like extra innings, it should be around 9:30 or so. Then on Saturday, it's Red, White, and Bluey, a patriotic puppy paw tea. Get it?
I
Paw
love it.
tea.
Where?
Jerry's-
What?
You understand TKG?
I want to know more.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
tell
you're
you
going to
more.
tell me.
Here, of course. It's at Jerry's Bar and Grill from 2 to 4 p.m. There'll be a meet and greet with photos from such characters as Bluey, Pup, and Bingo. I know, TKG, you're a huge Bluey fan. There will also be a patriotic dance, Paw T, P-A-W, and a color craft station. There'll be fireworks for each kid, family games, giveaways from local businesses, story time, and Bluey-themed treats available for purchase.
I don't even know what Bluey is.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
I
Well,
know.
I know it's some stupid cartoon that all you people talk about, but
I actually haven't really watched it, but I hear it's like it's very like adults enjoy it too. Like
I found
I wouldn't
out,
say adult themes,
a
but
couple of weeks ago that Bluey was a girl. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bluey's a girl.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the name of that one movie that you guys saw that had the cop that like got a
Paul Blart?
dog head or something?
Dogman.
Oh,
Dogman.
Dogman?
Yeah, those have been books for years.
It's weird.
So
There's some
Bluey.
weird shit out there, guys.
Bluey, I dressed up as Bluey for my daughter's school during like some like fundraiser, and man, I didn't like we weren't a Bluey family, or we aren't a Bluey family, but when I walked in that Bluey outfit, kids went crazy.
You got
Kid-
mobbed.
Getting mobbed, getting hugged left and right. And then I tried to do a Bluey voice. I listened to what she sounded like, and I attempted to do this because Bluey's Australian or something like that. And I said, hi or whatever with my Australian accent, and it kind of freaked out the kids. And a couple of the parents were like, "Don't do that. Don't do the voice." So I didn't do the voice.
You should try it.
No.
We'll listen.
It's not good. Hi.
Accurate. Nailed it. If I closed my eyes, I would have
I'm
thought Bluey was
Scooby-Doo
on the.
impersonator.
I thought we
Yeah,
had
who
Bluey
wants
at
to
the
do
dinner
Scooby Doo
table.
now?
I know exactly.
Ruh-roh.
And then
I
on
love Scooby-Doo.
Saturday, speaking of kid stuff, Sedgwick County Zoo is having a pajama party. It's Saturday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Bring your kids, wear their pajamas for this bedtime adventure or before bedtime adventure. So that's a cool event taking place at the zoo. And then obviously this weekend is 4th of July. Or, for some people, it's already been going on. It's already started.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any big plans for the 4th? I know, TKG, you probably don't like the holiday.
I like the holiday, and we usually do quite a bit. of celebration, usually like all day with family, big fireworks show. Really, I mean, like we'll make definitely some wood fire pizzas. And we will
That's
definitely
fun.
have steaks and all the things that you're supposed to have on the 4th, along with adult beverages.
Okay.
Good deal.
When you see like big fireworks show, like they talk about the big mortar shells or like the snakes, or
We're
the
talking about, and I'm not a big firework person, but the family
yeah.
that I claim is very, very.
They don't claim him.
I was going to say, not to say they claim.
Sounds on the swing. 4.
I was distracted. Did he even take a practice swing, or did he just hit it again?
He just hit it again.
What is his problem?
He doesn't have a problem. He's got a team of 3 all-stars with him. He's just cruising.
And he doesn't.
He's got
He
99
wouldn't cheat on his tacos if he were at Taco Fest. He'd just go for the 1, not the 3. So,
bro,
Never
I would
mind.
just be like, in order to, you got to enforce the rules. Like, so if the rules are you give 1 taco, you walk up as a Festive ICT representative, and they hand you 3. You drop that shit right on the ground. And you say, hey, no, doesn't qualify. That would put an end to it. I guarantee you.
Troy, are you at Tallgrass?
No, I'm at Terradyne.
You're Terradyne? Oh, are you going to do a hot dog review there?
Oh, probably so.
Very nice.
Let me know if they have any mashed potatoes there while you're there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I'll ask.
Well, if you're at Terradyne, the head chef at Terradyne is the chef from Lola's Bistro.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Very good.
Definitely get some
Mashed potatoes.
food there. Yeah, mashed potatoes or whatever.
I want some
He's
mashed
a great chef.
potatoes.
And a
All
hot
right.
dog.
Things in the community. So some openings to pass along. One we already discussed. N&J Mediterranean Bar and Grill opened up last week at 8448 West Central. It's their second location. As you know, their previous one, which is still open, is over at Lincoln. But they've been around for 30 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is number 2. Also recently opened is Different Type of Flavor at 4601 East 13th Street. This is 13th and Oliver near the southwest corner. I stopped by. They do a mix of like, I want to say Cajun, soul, Creole. I got a couple Cajun pastas. They were really good.
Yeah.
I also ordered a salad, and they unfortunately did not put that in my order. So I did reach out to them, and they refunded my card, the money. So it was really cool. And they offered me a free salad next time I come in, which I was like, I don't need this free salad. It's fine. I'll come back. I'll pay for the food. But great customer service there. Mistakes happen, but the food is excellent. I'll definitely be going back. So another new restaurant to add to your list. And also another one we discussed earlier, C's Place at 3906 East 13th Street. Check them out on Sundays where they have soul food Sundays. All right. Up next, we got Trestle Truth, sponsored by Trestle Media.
All right, folks. It's a special month. It's National Wiener Month. Started yesterday, July 1st, National Wiener Month. And in the middle of the month, on July 16th, it's actually National Hot Dog Day. So make sure you're putting a bunch of wieners in your mouth this month, okay?
You first.
I will be. I'm taking the wiener challenge, and I'm going to eat a wiener every day this month. Started yesterday, planning on getting one today here at Terradyne. It's just going to be a good month, full of wieners.
I can only imagine the guys looking for wieners group chat. Like, you got to send a video every time you get one, wherever you may be. Is that the rules?
It's crazy. Ever since we've launched this show, Three Guys Looking for Wieners, all 3 of us are getting texts from random people like, hey, check out this video.
Wieners?
And like,
just wiener shots nonstop.
Yeah.
Brett Favre text you too?
Yeah.
No Crocs.
You know, our good friend Jerry Payne, he sent me a video yesterday about a wiener. And it had a wiener and it had a face on it. And it was like, hey, this guy's looking at wieners. I'll share it.
What are you doing looking at a wiener on your phone?
It had me cracking up. but
You should
wieners.
share it.
I will share it with everyone.
I'm so sick of seeing wiener pics. I can tell you this, so don't send them to me, please.
Annette, who's
That'd be
sending
true.
Annette wiener pics? That's just not good.
It's rude.
I think you're going to
I
be
just-
burnt. You're going to be burnt out. You're going to be burnt out.
Burn out of wieners? Never.
Yeah.
There's so many
no,
different
100%.
flavors. So many different
Yeah,
flavors.
TKG, I am 24 mashed potatoes in. I'm not burnt out yet.
Are you sure you're not just saying that?
I'm not just saying that. I'll admit to you if I was burnt out for mashed potatoes. I'm not yet.
I really want to try that Twin Peaks one, the spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
I'm intrigued. I've never been to Twin Peaks, but no judgment. I'm all for
Jalapeno
potatoes.
gravy. Yeah, jalapeno gravy. That was a good one. I'll say C's place. I don't know if you guys like oxtail, but the sauce the oxtail sitting in, that's the sauce they used for the gravy on the mashed potatoes at C's place.
Nice.
So it's definitely unique. I definitely love that one.
Well, your new number one mashed potato is Texas Roadhouse,
Yeah.
right?
Texas Roadhouse took the top spot.
Oh, they got good mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm a brown gravy guy, but their white gravy was, oh man.
I hate white gravy.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, it shouldn't exist.
Well,
I
you should go to
thought a
Texas
guy like
Roadhouse.
you would love it.
Yeah,
Why,
but
Troy?
I thought you like gravy like your hair.
You guys are stressing me out.
Gosh, you guys are just dancing this line.
I know.
So TKG, do me a favor, stop by Texas Roadhouse, order the mashed potatoes with the white cream gravy. I think it might change your mind on things.
Okay. I'll make sure to order the white cream gravy.
Okay. All right. Up next, we have a stick in TKG's craw.
Oh gosh.
All right, so you're on a divided highway with 2 lanes going in each direction, and you see the sign. It could be one of those fancy signs with the bulbs and stuff, or just an ordinary orange sign. But they both say and indicate the same thing. 1 lane traffic ahead, right? Left lane merges with the right lane. And all you instantaneous mergers out there immediately, upon seeing the sign, merge into the right lane, miles ahead of where the 2 lanes actually merge into one. It's dumb. How many times have you been in this situation, and for an entire mile or 2, there is a line of cars going slow AF? If you don't know what AF means, you can ask Troy.
Autofocus.
Autofocus going slow AF in 1 lane while there's a completely empty lane right next door. So what happened? It became a follow the leader deal. And the leader, the instantaneous merger, decided we're going to say it's he, didn't want to risk being unable to merge into the right lane later. So he did it a mile or 2 early, and then everyone behind him filed like a bunch of sheep. And now, as a consequence, there's a logjam of cars in 1 lane going slow as arse while there's all this additional real estate to the left. These instantaneous mergers cause a ton of problems. If you're one of them, sell your vehicle and donate the sale proceeds to a charity or your favorite food blogger so you're not tempted to replace it. Back to you, Eddie.
All right.
Can I
Jamie,
say
let that
something?
resonate? Yeah, of course.
Rebuttal.
I'm okay with this because lines are terrible, and there's an event coming up soon in August called Wingapalooza, and I could not understand last year why everybody was just getting in line at a table when all you had to do was walk up to the table, grab some wings, and walk away. I don't know.
I haven't been to Wingapalooza. So
You never
you're
been?
saying you could just
So
walk
good.
up, but there's this line gathering?
There was like wings across the whole length of the 9-foot table or whatever. you could just walk up, take some wings, but everybody was just walking up and getting in line behind everybody. And there were these like 30-person lines of people. It was ridiculous when all you had to do was walk up and grab some wings and walk away. I
Did you
didn't
walk
get it.
up?
I just cut in front of everybody and grabbed wings. I was like, what are y'all doing?
Well, I'm not a big fan of cutting. I don't think what you did was cut. You abided by the rules that existed that other people were too worried about abiding by.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
I will say, TKG, you're not wrong. I abide by the zipper merge. That's how you do it. Keep the speed going.
It's annoying. It
It is.
happens all the time. It's because we as a human species are sheep, and we are because we are afraid of risk, and we're afraid of if you get out of the line for the wings. Oh man, I might not get a wing. I mean, I see I can walk up, but man, somebody will come in and enforce it. Or I'm on the highway and I see all these other people ahead of me. They must know more than me. Apparently, I can't get into the right lane when I need to down the road. Other people in front of me know more. No, they're stupid. That's it.
I just want you to know, you might have been distracted while you were discussing that. Troy did take 3 practice swings before his final swing on that last one, if you didn't catch it. I thought you might rest easier. 3 swings, 3 practice.
That's good.
If you had to choose, so TKG, would you say that's your biggest gripe for drivers? We all probably have a lot of them, but would you say that's number one for you?
You know, I'm trying to evolve when it comes to driving.
Oh,
I'm going to start using my horn a lot more because I'm getting really pissed off with the people, you know, in the left turn lane that are looking at their phone. I'm just done. Yeah, like I think you got like it should be a 2-second grace period. That's it. Maybe not even 2 seconds.
I'm a big proponent of the keep right except to pass, which a lot of people just don't seem to follow. But that's my frustration.
What is it, Carbon?
Keep right except to pass.
Yes.
That's the baseline. I mean, if you do that, then we're good.
The worst is the people that don't abide by that rule, and then they're going 20 miles an hour slower than the speed limit or whatever.
And they look baffled when you pass them on the right. They're like, "What are you doing? You crazy?" Like
those people have mental problems.
Yeah.
We might have to have an entire episode dedicated towards gripes against drivers.
We'll do our favorite intersections in Wichita. Yes. Yeah, I'm here for this.
I have a vacation coming up where we can't record one day, so we might have an off episode where we pre-record, where it's all about Wichita drivers, bad intersections.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And just let loose.
I'm going to take Troy. I'm going to take his man on the street look that he's doing. I'm just going to go to some of the worst intersections. We'll stop on the corners and start bugging people.
Does anybody know the guy that runs the Wichita Bad Drivers page? So we should have them on.
That'd be so funny. Oh my gosh.
That would be cool.
I mean, I'll be honest. When I see like really bad parking jobs, I take pictures of them. I don't do anything with them, but I take pictures of them. I don't know why, because it just pisses me off.
Well, now's your
Especially when
chance.
it's like a busy parking lot. Yeah.
Can I tell you a story of when I lived in Cleveland? We had paid parking at my apartment complex, or if you wanted it, if it's underground or whatever, basement level stuff. Anyway, someone parked in my parking spot. I was so mad because it was a snowy day and it was just the like holiday weekend or something. So, in my revenge to them, I took Post-it notes and put Post-its all over their windows and stuff on their car. And I wrote, "You are a bad driver" on there, whatever.
On each one, each note, each Post-it?
No, I think maybe not each Post-it, but the Post-its were covering all the window. Like I put it on the glass. I didn't want it to, mess with their paint or whatever. Not that Post-its would, but I'm like, the glass is fine, right?
That's
but I did right.
side.
And I put like, I know it was shady. I'm so sorry. It is so horrible. It is so funny.
My respect for you has grown profoundly in the last 30 seconds.
I was so mad. Well, it was Cleveland snow is the rudest snow of all because you have lake effect snow. So it just comes like massive amount, like 10 inches of snow in a day. And you're just like, what? Oh, I was so livid. But anyway, they didn't park there again.
I wouldn't either.
All right.
I'm a lovely person. Just saying.
Do we need to, before we move on to what's good in Wichita, do we need to let Troy sink this putt, perhaps?
Oh,
Let's
let's
see if
see
he takes
it.
practice.
Taking
Come on,
wagers
buddy.
whether he hits it or not?
I gotta look at this in full.
No, no, he didn't do
That
it.
was way too fast.
No, poor ball speed.
That was pretty bad.
Now he gives us an obligatory crotch shot.
This is
Jeez.
not that's not a, and that's not a very necessary shot.
This is a family friend. I mean, wieners pictures. Come on. Come on now.
Oh,
Okay,
you crap out. You might have. Yep.
Oh no.
Well, that's not what's good in Wichita, but what is good in Wichita? Time for everyone to come prepared with someone or something or a good shout out, something cool they see in the community. I will begin. All right. So, month of June is over. Month of May is over. It was loaded with a ton of events. I mean, you had Riverfest, Summerfest, Taco Fest, mixed in with all the other events that took place. I mean, the water fight took place last weekend as well. We didn't even talk about that, but there's a lot going on in town, and I want to give a shout out to the people who are supportive of events. I get not every event in town is for me, but I'm not also going out there dogging every single event that's not for me or it's out of my budget. I mean, there's events out there that ticket price is probably not financially wise for me to do, and I won't go to them, but I'm also not going to shit on the event. I think that it's cool to have different events for different audiences, for different demographics, and you can still be supportive of each one because if it's not for you, it might be for someone else, and that's totally fine. Not everything is for everyone, but you can still be accepting of it. So to those that just support the events and that really want to see more things go on in town, because the old adage of there's nothing to do in town, I think it's false. So if you love the events, if you support them, even if you don't go to them, but you're still supportive, props to you. So love you all.
Side note: buy your tickets in advance in pre-sales. That helps the people putting on the events. Sorry.
Yeah.
And you can save money. There's so many early bird
Yes.
pricing that goes on, and if price is always a issue for you and you still want to go to the event, you can save $5, $10, $15, sometimes $20 buying right when they go on sale. And sometimes you can avoid, the convenience fees of, buying on site and whatnot, but I hear you, Carbon.
Yep.
All right. TKG.
I want to give a shout out to Iron Jacket Barbecue in Mulvane, but specifically Eric Kruger, the owner. And the reason I want to give him a shout out is he does make great product, but he was just super cheery, kind, helpful, excited to for me to be there and not me as TKG, obviously, just to have a customer. And as a side note, the reason I want to give a shout out is I've heard that from a bunch of different people since I did my post a couple weeks ago, that both people that I know and other bloggers, other people that have met him, saying he is just salt of the earth. So shout out to you, Eric.
And I can vouch for that as well. I know I was stopped by when they first had their little pop-up, and I went with the foodie, and I was sitting there, I ordered my food, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. You should try a piece of this also." And he gave me a piece. I forgot what it was, but I tried it. It was excellent, so I added that to my order. And I'm sitting at my table observing him, and he's just engaging with every single person. He's back there working, chopping up meat, and just having a good old time. So, yeah, he seems like a very good dude. Plus, he's a veteran, so can always respect that. All right, Troy is out of commission.
Can y'all hear me?
So, Carbon.
Oh,
Troy, we can hear you. We can't see you, Troy.
Hey.
Yeah,
All right,
you still there,
We're
Troy?
seeing too much of you.
But I wanted to shout out, we had her on the show last week, Leah Ellis. We got my daughter signed up for their entrepreneurial annual fee. And my daughter's excited, and they got their stuff together over there. I mean, we got 3 emails sent to me and my wife, my daughter, like we're getting her plugged in and signed up for the events that are coming up in July. So really excited about it. Just wanted to shout her out again, because if you have kids and they're got a business idea, this is the place to take them to. So Leah Ellis, you're doing good work. Keep it up. We appreciate it.
Spectacular.
And don't forget, July 13th, I put it on my calendar actually, is their next children's market. We don't know the time, but we'll add that as it gets closer.
Yeah, a buddy of mine reached out. It's actually his daughter is selling the pens at Tanganyika, so he was a part of that. But
Oh,
Jonathan, that used to help DJ over at Margaritas back in the day, and his daughter is the one that's got the pens at Tanganyika. I'm like, what a small world.
Small
that's
world.
cute.
He said it's been a great program for her as well.
That's great. Hey Troy, are Dockers khakis also sponsoring the show?
Is that what I'm wearing? I don't even know.
I don't know. We see a close up, a big close up of your shorts. It's been like stalled on that for a while. I'm sure you'll edit it out, but that's all we're seeing from on the
Well,
pre-record.
sorry about that. Whenever I put my
It's
phone
a,
down, it tends to
They're
black out.
dry.
I
It's
don't
all
know.
good. Shorts are dry. All right, Carbon.
Man, so the salute to what's good in the community is those of you that are abiding by the rules of the July 3rd to 5th window of fireworks. I want to salute and appreciate y'all because I don't know who on June 29th on a Sunday night needed to shoot off fireworks at midnight in excessive amounts on a Sunday night. Like, come on. No, I was over with friends. Dogs are going crazy. I empathize with all those with pets that do struggle with the fireworks, and they're going. I got no problem with kids throwing off a few during the day, but man, late night fireworks just unnecessary. Do it the big day. Do it this weekend that's coming up, but way in advance, way after the fact. I'm off of that. I'm off of it. So salute to those of you abiding by that time frame that is actually legal and allocated. I get it if you do a little bit outside of that, some daytime stuff with the kids, but man, the late night big booms, just unnecessary for me. So salute to those of you that are just keeping it in range.
Do, to
I,
those with dogs, do your dogs go wild during the fireworks? Like TKG, I know you got a couple.
oh, they hate it, and
mm,
I'll just add, I agree with Carbon, and I give no grace if you're outside of it. I hope you get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Do you give your dogs anything to kind of calm them down? I went to one of the farmers markets and they had like CBD treats for dogs, and
Yeah.
they're telling me, "Oh, hey, this is great for dogs when during the Fourth of July and whatnot." Do they
Yep.
work?
mm,
Yes, I've had several friends that swear by them.
really?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's probably like anything, some medications help a human,
Hmm.
some don't,
Yep.
and all that. Hope, she it doesn't really help her. She's just so stressed.
Mm.
Remus is cool if we give him some of those CBD treats, but yeah,
So during the Fourth, there's no hope for hope.
Oh,
there's always hope.
Just hunker down,
Always.
hunker down.
All
She's
right,
she's the little girl.
Annette, take us home.
okay. Did we get TKGs? Did I miss that?
I did the barbecue.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm just for some reason I'm like, not that you're forgetful. I was just like, man, I will take us home. My apologies.
you had me wondering. Like
I gotta go. I
I
gotta go.
looked at
I gotta
I
go
looked
to
at my
Old
order. I'm
Main.
like, I
I'm
second
like,
guessed myself too. I'm like, did I
oh my
ask
gosh.
him?
Yeah, no, I'm stressed out, stressed out.
Hey,
No, Mulvane,
we're showing our
go in
age
there.
here.
Shut it. uh, no, for us, we traveled this past week, and I feel like the connections to Wichita to other places is great. What I love is like we're shout out to different places here in town that you can experience in other cities. For example, like um we love going to Exploration Place, so we have a membership there, and we use that passport program to go and experience other towns. And so we went to like the Science Center in Denver, and I love that. Like I love how Wichita and all these different cities across the country have embraced each other to allow us to experience their cities on a budget. So like I don't know what our membership is for Exploration Place. I think it might be like $100 or
About
something.
$100.
And the zoo maybe like 150 now. It used to be a little bit cheaper, and that's fine because we're paying for a great experience. We went to the zoo over there too, and our kids. It was a blast. And for families who we talk about like concert tickets and all these things that people pay for, and the people who complain about it. But I think of things like that, like you can maximize your experience by becoming a member to different places, and also like the Sunflowers Summer Program and that app that we have here in Kansas. Like there are ways for you to enjoy things without having to pay for a lot. And I think the people behind those efforts, the businesses, the nonprofits, I mean, kudos to you guys for making it happen because our family's loving it. And so whenever we're out of town, we get a taste of our community here by enjoying a taste of another community. So it's good.
Yeah, that Exploration Place membership really pays itself off if you travel. Like I went
Yeah.
down to Oklahoma and did the Science Museum there, and it's free to get in. It saved me like $50 or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely
Wow.
worth it.
Yeah.
And the sunflower summer program starts here in a couple weeks, July 12th. So
Yep.
be on the lookout for that one. All right. Did we do TKGs?
I'm so
Can you go back to that one? Do you have another one, TKG, you want to toss
I'm
out?
going to wait. I wanted him to speak more.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody that will turn left when the damn left turn signal turns on because they're not looking at their phone.
There you go. All right.
Awesome.
Carbon, TKG, Annette, Troy, thank you for hopping on. Troy, best of luck on the rest of your round. Everyone else at home, we appreciate you. Thanks for watching. You've all been excused from the dinner table.
Safe and happy Independence Day, y'all.
Yeah. Happy 4th.
This dude's looking at wieners.